Well, hello everybody. You know what? Let's make an interesting video on about feminism and women's rights. And let me clear this out the way. Hey, everybody deserves to be treated like a human being. You know what I'm saying? Everybody deserves to be treated with respect. But that's just my opinion. Anyways, back to the story. Either way I look at it, I'm not going to curse because due to censorship from YouTube. But it will be controversial in nature, and that is feminism and women's rights and stuff. Now, let me say this to the ladies, the audience, and thank you. If you feel offended, leave. You know what I'm saying? This will be a controversial topic. And I'm actually applauding baffled at y'all. Ironically, I was one of my producers were talking about women's rights, which found out that this is some right here was a womanizer. I ain't gonna put nobody's business out like that. Didn't know that until years later. But anyway, it was quite fun. We had an interesting conversation. We were talking about women's rights and stuff, and feminism and all that. And what I got from this is, I must admit, I'm gonna say this as obvious as it is. It's much worse than dealing with a racist skinhead, a Klan member. A reason I say that, and oh boy, it will be controversial. You can't confront a man. You cannot confront a woman, which I did today when I was at my doctor's appointment. Yeah, and I'll treat literally like garbage about, I hate to say, about female doctors and nurses. I don't know why. I don't come to them for any old kind of thing. I came to get treatment because hey, I'm a sick individual because I have chronic health issues and stuff. And I'm gonna just leave it at that. Anyways, I look like a typical feminist, right? Hair pulled back, finches, black frame, glasses, just enough cleavage just to teach men to look as like a skull for objectify me. But the thing is, I'm not a feminist. I'm a female supremacist. I pretend to be a feminist, so I say that I'm a feminist, but no, I said at least half the women that identify as feminists are actually female supremacists. Some know it, some don't. Our goal is not equality. It's metamorphically chop off every man's, oh my god, genitals 1 inch at a time until we live in full blown matriarchy. And if someone could give me the definition of matriarchy in simple terms for me, that'd be great. Thank you. Do you really think the motto that the future is females about equality, we taking over, we rule over you, we're going to dominate you, there's not a damn thing you do to stop it, the matriarch's coming? Huh. So what I'm getting from this, and back to I was like actually baffled when I found this picture. I posted actually ironically near like 10 years ago into a pro-black community. I said, "What's your thoughts about this? What's your thoughts about female supremacists?" And funny, I got banned from pro-black communities for thinking outside the boxes. So I say, "So you okay? So you okay with female overlords, right? But you have a problem with male supremacy?" Let's not be hypocrites here. Wrong is wrong. Evil is evil. You know what I'm saying? But do you like your subtle? Do you like your subtle or upfront evil? You know what I'm saying? The lesser of two evils. You know. Oh boy, here come the pro black. Man, your Uncle Tom, you're a sellout, man. Man, we okay with female over. Oh, you mean so you suck up the females, but you don't get mad to suck up against a man, huh? Kissing ass is still kissing ass at the end of the damn day. And I'm not saying this degrade no woman or anything. I just want to face the hypocrisy, but which is speaking of degradation. I find it funny women in America have no problem, no qualms, they have no apologies of how they really feel about men in this country. You know what I'm saying? And it saddens me. It pains me to say that with the same heart, forgive my heart for the moment, that these women in America could talk all kind of disrespectful, out of line, out of box. Then if you stood up against a female for speaking your mind or so, or stand up for yourself, they're willing to call the police and security on me. You know what I'm saying? Because I refuse to kiss up and stuff. I say, no, I'm not kissing up to a man, damn less a damn woman. And I went there, you know what I'm saying? Seriously, I get against white supremacy. I get that wholeheartedly. But nobody never talk about female supremacy in this kind of light, you know what I'm saying? And I know I'm gonna get attacked by all kind of feminist groups, which is kind of funny. I got going back to the story we talked about women's rights back in 2009. I remember recording a song called "Appreciation," talk about seeing all the where the beast were women. So mind you, I was only like 19 years old. I'm 34 now, and I mean I was more gullible. I was more ignorant. I was a simp. You know what I'm saying, back then, because I was raised by very traditional parents. May they rest in peace. I'm going to leave it at that. So, yeah. I didn't learn about what you call the game, the dating game, and all that. I started my dating life. That I'm gonna keep it simple. I dated when I was 10 years old. I, my first girlfriend was a total douchebag. Can I just be real? Can I just be real? She was a straight up total douchebag. She spat on me and slapped me and all this. So I admit I became very aggressive because I refused to let anybody disrespect me. You know what I'm saying? Man or woman. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what. Nobody have no right to spit on people. And it's sad to say it was a black woman for that. So on this contrary note, it's morally baffling that I have to make a video about this. You know, and I'm gonna get attacked by feminists regardless because it's kind of funny. I make videos. This is my first time going in detail with it. I tackle a lot of this kind of issue, but never in full like detail like it is now. When I made videos, don't date single mothers and boy, feminist groups do not like me because I guess because I'm a black man, they could say that black men. And sad to say, I grew this unfortunate media and social media. That's to say, media, social media, for talk show hosts, TV shows, and movies and so forth, how they all show black men are scumbags, you know what I'm saying? But I realized not too long ago, like a few years ago, I realized I ain't just black men would deal with these ordeals. You know, I've been fired. I've been harassed by women management. I've been fired from women facilities. But they, in the same breath, saying we don't protect and value our women. No, you basically call men your enemies, and this was going to happen. And I'm sorry, going back and forth with this. What got me into like women's rights stuff, and actually ironically, was my dad talk like he's very, I hate to say he was very traditionalist. He's all about, you know, women's rights and stuff like that. There ain't nothing wrong with that, but the way they go about it is all wrong. You know what I'm saying? The way these American women and the Western women go about it's all completely wrong. And excuse me, I'm taking a little intermission. Yeah, it's just pure wrong that these women can think it's cool to be discriminatory against male. Ain't that discrimination is still discrimination at the end of the damn day, you know what I'm saying? And I'm probably gonna get called a hypocrite or race traitor or so forth for me saying this though. So I always stood up against the KKK and all that. I really I remember what was it 10 something years ago. I remember I was on TV or so, spoke about the Klan and stuff. I spoke out bad about them. I said they're scum, they're trash, and I guess my cousin and other people felt like, "Oh, I saw you on TV talking bad about the KKK," and I actually saw there was a Klan rally back near 10 years ago, around 10 some years ago, and boy, it was baffling. I hate the Klan. I hate male supremacy. Can I just say that? Can I say that as a black man? Oh, I'm a Martel, ain't you a man? You go against. I don't like any form of supremacy. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm gonna get attacked by pro-blacks. They'll call me Uncle Tom in the cell, and apparently I'm not gonna get attacked by feminist groups that are being called misogynist. So I guess I can't win either or. You know, and my encounters and interaction with sad to say with American women, sad to say of my own, is awful. I don't come in them any old kind of way. I don't ask them for sex or anything. You know what I'm saying? I'm very thankful I still got my lady, so she been, you know, very open minded, help me clear these things up. And so what I'm getting for feminism is it's like they're very like sneaky and devilish, you know what I'm saying? And yes, I'm gonna come out the closet and probably lose my black card for just me saying this. I have more respect for the Klan than the feminists, and I come out the closet saying it. And I stand on that hill and perish on that hill. Well, the reason I say that, call me what you want. The Klan don't pretend to hate me. Feminists do. I can already feel the air and the pressure and the vibrations, how they really despise me, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm a man, especially a black man. But I find it funny. I've been nothing but support the women groups, but I find it funny. This is how they really feel about men, especially black men. I don't know about white men or men of color. I'm not being prejudiced or anything. It is prejudice that a female could talk to you in your kind of disrespectful way, and they can get away with it. You know what I'm saying? I had to email a complaint, file a complaint against the hospital due to discrimination. Sad to say, it's both some cucks and simps and feminists how they feel about me. You know what I'm saying? So as far as that being said, I'm applauded by feminists. I'm applauded by women's rights, and so hey, you got to defend yourself. I mean, there's other countries around the world that live, you know, women are second class and third class citizens. No disrespect to any feminist groups out here, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not cursing. You notice I haven't used no profanity or anything, but I find it funny. They have no problem. I on Reddit and on parts of social media how they really feel about men. It's borderline baffling. And I'm trying to keep it clean here, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm really trying not to curse. I'm trying not to swear. I'm trying not to come. I am angry. I'm just gonna give you that. You know how I really feel about feminism and women rights groups. Now that's great. You got your rights and all that. Okay, but to hear these women saying that men are crap, you know, say especially I hate to say black men are crap. I grew up with this. Forgive my mindset. You know what I'm saying? And it's not very positive. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, my mother passed in the midst of this, like back in 2003. So I didn't really have sad to say. I don't want to add this into it too. It's like not having positive female influences or role models, I should say. And sad to say, growing up outside of seldom few, now it's so seldom few. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving them their props. You know what I'm saying? But let's be realistic. That's just a minority. The majority of my encounters I interact, sad to say, with American women have been nearly toxic. Of no fault of my own. You know what I'm saying? I didn't come to these women any kind of way. You know how many times I've been harassed literally on workplaces for the last nearly 10 years, like around 10 years. I've been harassed by a woman facility, had to call police and security on me because I refused to kiss their ass and stuff. And I I say I stand up against all forms of supremacy, you know what I'm saying? So I know I lost my black card me saying that, but I don't care. I'm a black man. I know black people ain't gonna support me anyway for me saying this. Oh well. Anyways, on the contrary, though, back to the programming. For any female that call themselves feminists, I'm gonna keep it clean. I'm gonna keep it choral. Can I just say that? Can I just keep it choral? If I see outside of disabled or the elderly, if I see a woman in trouble or needs some assistance, unless she better be significant other of something important to me, I would not help them. You know why? How many men are facing allegations, accusations, and stuff? I had to block so many females, you know, incompetent, evil females. Can I just be civil? You know what I'm saying? So a woman don't think I'm just some type of misogynist. I find it funny they ain't got no problem being a misogynist against men. You know what I'm saying? But that's just my opinion. You know, I find it funny in America they had the audacity. It doesn't matter what color these women are, or what culture they bad. But if I hear a woman scream she's a feminist, I go down to the Klan rally and be a big Clayton to sign up. At least I know a man is evil. The lesser of two evils. You know what I'm saying? At least I know a man will be evil. And ain't got no. I have no problem with upfront evil. You know what I'm saying? I have a problem with subtle evil. I have a problem like they use like in sneaky, agent kind of way. That's how I look at feminists. They a bunch of agents. So I said, how the hell y'all talk about that? You better than men. You smarter than men. You making more money than men, right? That's what I hear. They got all these, like in America especially, they got all these programs and facilities to help these women and all that. There's no facilities to help men. If there is, like including the disabled, you're looking second class trash. You know what I'm saying? Even worse if you got a disability. It's even worse. You know what I'm saying? I've been discriminated by women groups for most of my entire life. You know what I'm saying? I'm not coming off no degrading, demoralizing kind of note. And I caught that too. I remember when I make songs, but I'm also a recording artist, so I get a lot of flack for that too. It's like, man, you make songs that disrespect women. You put women down. You're misogynist. You're such a misogynist. This how you really feel about women? Huh? But see, it's kind of funny. Here's the interesting part I'm going to say about this. How is it that these women could usually use the entertainment excuse, right? Or just entertainment for me to talk bad about men, hating on men on TV shows and all that. But in all reality, this is how they really feel about you. Take the lights, take the action, take the camera lights, take these cameras off them, and see how they really feel about their superiors. I was like, oh my god. They make the Klan look like church boys, and I'm not defending no Klan, man. I'm not defending evil. But if you give me an option of the lesser of two evils, I'll take the upfront evil. Say, yeah, I'd rather be called an N-word than a misogynist. At least I can fight a man. At the end of the damn day, I can fight a man. You know what I'm saying? I can't fight a woman. You know what I'm saying? If a woman talk really disrespectful and greasy and sneaky like this, you just leave. I got kicked out of the hospital because I was I was telling them issues of transportation. So rightfully so, how really awful their service is. I was being cordial. I didn't come off angry. I did come off angry, but I didn't curse anything. So they called the security, told me to leave. I said, fine. I said, just don't touch me. I'll try to get quick to put the security on camera just in case they're trying to harass me and so, you know. I always know these females in America use the law against men by any means, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying when I was dealing with this so-called female promoter. So she was such a liar, dishonest snake and all that, but she worked for the government. So she knows she could use that, oh, black men are aggressive, or men are aggressive and all that. Huh? But they talk so greasy and sneaky against the men. I hate cowards. You know what I'm saying? I hate any kind of form of cowardliness. They know in America, if you stood up against a woman, your ass is grass. Game over. They can legally and legally call the police against men. So you really want to know my false bet? Before I end this video, I'm going back what I've learned for over the years about what I studied about feminism on my own and all that. It's actually disgusting and baffling. Like they talk all this women's rights stuff, but you now sound worse than the white supremacists or any supremacists. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. Call me for what it is. If you want to call me an enemy, American woman, call me for what it is. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm fighting a game I can't win. That's all right. At least I go out with integrity. That's something sad to say. Yeah, I have a problem with feminism because they're using these laws and these enforcers to destroy men. And no man can't fight against the law. You know what I'm saying? Can't fight against the government. So that being said, and I've been had police and security called on me because I just refuse to let people disrespect me in any kind of way, man. I refuse. But that's just my fault, so. Anyways, back to the program, and I'm ending this on a note. For once, I'm not even cursing for once. Just so I have some class about myself, you know. On this note, where I get my studies from, just being online and all that, and study how they really feel about men, going back to the Cultural Revolution from the 1960s, the revolution culture of the 1960s and so forth, whatever. I need to do my research on that. And somehow, I guess the way I was brought up, my parents were born in late 40s. My dad was born 1949. My mother would pass. My dad passed in 2014. My mother was 40. She was born, I think, 1962. She passed away in 2003. So that being said, the way I was brought up was outdated. You know what I'm saying? I'm an 80s baby, 90s child, and throughout. So I couldn't really relate to the people from the 1940s and 60s. There was like two or three generations ahead of me. You know what I'm saying? So there was nobody to really relate to. As far as I had to learn the hard way about feminism and all that. First, I thought, okay, yeah, I'm for human rights and all that, blah 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 and all that, because I'm also activist myself and all that against any form of discrimination. And I know that I'm pissing off both sides of the spectrum. I'm pissing off black people and I'm pissing off women. Oh well, in America, probably America for this moment, but I don't care. I just don't care. You know, you better be lucky I ain't high. You better be lucky I ain't vape or drink. So you caught me on the conservative note. And sorry for my rambling, but anyways, what my studies I get from feminism is just pure awful, the way they go about it. And there's nothing wrong with human rights because that's what we got civil rights for and all that. But the way they talk down, treat men, and I was noticing, especially being on social media a lot, especially being on Twitter and Reddit and so forth, catching back up with the fans. It's actually appalling that a woman could say that about a man with no consequences. You know what I'm saying? They could literally threaten you, harass you, and all that, but you have to leave like a coward, and or risk going to prison. You know what I'm saying? Call me for what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm making enemies across the board, but I'd rather make enemies being myself than be a liar to the audience. You know what I'm saying? And shame on these women, female supremacists. Shame on feminists who think it's cool to discriminate against men. Wrong is wrong. It's wrong to be a racist. Oh. It's wrong to be a racist. It's wrong to be a sexist. It's wrong to be a misogynist. That's what these feminist and women rights groups call it. And it's also wrong to be a misandrist. Like they ain't have no filter. They'll hold nothing back how they feel about men in this country. You know, as a black man, especially a disabled man, I don't know how to really resonate or relate to a lot of this, but it sends me a negative indication that this is all I gotta say to young men coming up. If you hear any woman screaming that she's a feminist, just let her be, just let her go. You know, sad to say, a lot of men are forced to lose their jobs due to women management. You know what I'm saying? Negative woman management. It's for what it is. And you stream about objectifying. Okay, these feminists are gonna suffer. I was just reading a report which I'm gonna make a video about whenever I fell up to it. I fell up to it, probably not, about how the next 20 to 30 years there's gonna be a lot more single women rotting away in a nursing home. Well, no kids, nobody, no families, anything take care of them. Oh yeah, and that's another part I want to get into too. How is these women that's so successful? And I ain't knocking it. I ain't jealous of that. I'm just saying they got all this PhD, all this money, and all that, and they working for these careers and corporations. Whatever, blah blah blah. And on this note, on the contrary though, I'm applaud. Like wow, they making more money than men. Okay, I'll give you that. I'll give the feminists their credit. Okay, so why is they not having family? They're having families much later. And I remember making a video about this, but I'm probably refer here. Like a woman are storing their eggs early in their life, so they can work slave away for a corporation that only sees a commodity, basically, human toilet, basically. And yeah, and boy, what happens if you don't meet the right man? What happens if your body become old? You know what I'm saying? Just saying, we all get old, but let's face cruel, cold reality. You can store them eggs all you want, ladies. That doesn't mean anything. You know, you better start focusing on creating a family. Who's going to take care of you? And don't even single mother for childless woman, woman with kids, single mothers, and all that. Who's going to take care of you when you're old, without a boyfriend, without a husband, specifically? You know what I'm saying? Who's going to take care of you when you're old, when your health fails and stuff, or God forbid, like my condition, chronic health condition, God forbid, what's going to happen to you without a husband? And American women are divorcing their husbands in high numbers, like disturbing high numbers. I mean, my lady was talking about this too, about how 80 to 90% American women initiate divorce at one given point in time. Like they got bored with the marriage, or they felt their lifestyles wasn't accommodating and all that. You know, man. You know, I don't know what the conditions is. Could be rich men. I can't relate to rich men. No disrespect. Well, but there's a man working 2 or 3 jobs to support his family. No, he ain't got no time for himself, let alone family. You know what I'm saying? Working himself to the bone, stress and debt and all that. But I'm going off topic here. Anyways, I'm getting out of here. And shame on these feminists think it's cool to discriminate against men. You're no different than the Klan ladies. I'm sorry. Call me for what it is. You're no different than the Klan. Anyways, Martel's definitely out.